But let's talk about that the first official no hitter then. Okay, so this is August 19th of that same year, 1965. This is no easy task. You're facing the Chicago Cubs in Chicago. No score through nine. You scored in the 10th. So here's the final out. Tell us about this final out.
Yeah, this is another game. It was 10 innings. After 9 innings, I'm sitting on the bench. I look at the scoreboard out there in center field at Wrigley Field, and it's 0-0. But I've given up no hits, and I'm thinking to myself, it was 2 months prior to that, in June, where I lost that game in Cincinnati in 10 innings, and I'm thinking to myself, this is awful tough league here. I got to pitch extra innings to complete this game and try to win this game, and more or less try to pitch a no hitter. And I had to go back out there, but in the ninth inning, we were hitting. In the 10th inning, we were hitting. I was in the on-deck circle. Leo Cardenas, our shortstop, he had a ball down the left field line. It was curving, and I'm thinking, oh man, got a chance to go out. I said, stay fair. I was saying to myself, and it curved and hit the foul pole. Hit the foul pole down the left field line, Wrigley Field. So we ended up getting a 1-0. And I go back out. I walked a guy. I was wild that day. I walked a bunch of guys. I think I hit 2 guys. I struck out 12 or 13 guys. I think 187 pitches. That's what they counted for me that day. And I had a guy on first with 1 out, and Ernie Banks was the last hitter there. And he had a ground ball to Leo at short, and Rose was playing second, and made a double play. So I ended up within 2 months of winning a 10-inning no-hitter, 1-0, and also losing a 10-inning no-hitter, 1-0.
Yeah, that was a pretty formidable lineup, no doubt about it. But here's the interview that you did after that game back in August of 1965. Let's have a listen, Vic.
Jimmy, that's got to be a real great thrill for you.
Well, I lost one early in the year, 1-0 against the Mets, and I thought maybe I might be in the same predicament today if all Williams had to do or Banks hit one out, and there I am 1-0 again getting beat. But I'm glad it turned out the way it did. It's got to be. I wasn't real sharp today. I had a lot of made some good pitches when I had to, but when I had to come in there, they popped it up or something, and I had a lot of walks, but I wasn't real sharp as I was against the Mets. But I think this is the biggest game of my career right here.
Well, as far as I was concerned, Jim, you were very sharp, because in sitting behind the screen for the last inning, your ball was moving, and you kept it in great spots. Even when you were 3-1, you kept the ball around knee high.
Well, I didn't want to. I knew when I lose a little edge on my fastball, it tends to move more. I don't know what this is. Edwards told me, he said the last 3 innings my fastball's sinking and tailing real good, and we'll stay with it most of the way. As far as the no-hitter was concerned, I knew I had the thing all the way. I was just real thrilled the way it came out.
That was so awesome. So here you go. Like, as you mentioned, 187 pitches. I think you walked. You worked for this. You worked for this no-hitter. 10 full innings, 187 pitches. You walked 10 guys. You hit a couple of batters. You had, I don't know how many 3-2 counts. I was watching the last couple innings of that game and recently, right. and what an incredible performance